Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Keep It Concise. Let's get into the show. Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Concise. This is the Keep It Concise podcast. I appreciate everybody that continues to tune in every week, Sunday night at 10 p.m. We're going to have a healthy conversation. And we're going to talk about some things that I really feel like that is a necessity for us as barbers in 2025 going into 2026. This is something that some of us are still trying to figure out. And also, some of us don't even know that we need to figure out. So, like I said, we're going to talk about some stuff. But before we do that, man, shout out where you're from. Tune in, Neil. What's going on, man? Good evening to you. I pray that you had a blessed day. I really, really do, man. This is we're getting real close. We're getting real close to the end of the year. A lot of stuff is going on. And to be honest, like the stuff I want to talk about tonight, I really hope this helps a barber out or a stylist, a loctician. It doesn't matter where you are, who you are in the industry. I really hope that this information does help you. Baldwin, New York, man. I appreciate it. I don't know what the weather is like where you at, but where I'm at, man, we already in like 38 degrees. So yeah, hopefully if you lower than that, man, bless your heart. But nah, I got a few things to talk about. As you guys see the title is Foundation of a Barber. I wanted to talk about this topic because this was something that I kind of wish a lot of people spoke on. And to be honest, you speak on certain pieces of it, right? Clearly, identity, but I want to talk about some things that I kind of want us as barbers to get back focus on what's really important. And honestly, it's really the foundations of being a barber. So if you're just tuning in, shout out where you're from. Let us know where you're tuning in at. I really, really appreciate it. So we're gonna have three topics we're gonna talk about tonight. Um, some more than other, but it's going to get juicy. But we're going to get through these slides first because I know somebody needs to hear it, hands down. Like I know somebody needs to hear it. You say you was in the shop Saturday, Sunday grinding. That's what I'm talking about, Neil. That's what I'm talking about. It's a beautiful thing. Um, even though with all this stuff is going on, I don't know about y'all, but I honestly feel like we're a necessity. I honestly feel that no matter what this economy is going through, I honestly feel like there's room for us and people are still going to need us. So that's just a beautiful thing to know. 59 degrees. Oh man, that's yeah, you how you warmer than us? That's crazy. Alabama, I'm not saying the other stuff, but Alabama, okay. I'm a longhorn, baby. Anyway, you said that's a lot of topics. You'll see, Neil. Like I said, some of this stuff is three slides. One is one slide, and one is, I think, one slide. So we'll see. I think I only have about five slides to really share. I think. I think. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, three, yeah, five slides. So that's what we're gonna talk about. Yo, killer was popping. What's going on? Razor Sharp lifestyle. All right, so we're gonna get into this, man. Foundation of a barber. Before I get to my first slide, what are the three things that you feel like is a must that barbers need for their foundations? He said, "Or now, nah, boy, Wet and Wild on Long Island." Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting how far. Well, we can talk another time. Um, I used to be around that area. What are the three main things that you feel like every barber? It's a must that a barber needs to require. Has to be a foundation. What are the three foundational pieces that you believe? And then I'll share mine. Understanding degrees of elevation. Mm. Yeah, yeah. Woodshed, like low key, that was deep, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. What are the three foundational things a barber needs? I'm gonna tell y'all mine. So I'm just curious what y'all think. Understanding how hair falls and moves. When to stop cutting. Right? Right? That is one that I feel like a lot of people, they'll just keep doing the same thing over and over again, and honestly, they can mess up a cut because they could have just went to the next guard. Sorry, I'm just moving my screen a little bit closer to me. Okay. All right, now we good. Anybody else? Three foundational things that every barber needs to have. Every barber. Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. This is the foundations of a barber. And I really want to talk about this because I really feel like we are in a place where there's a lot of trending stuff. There's a lot of influence, but what what are the foundational things? Know how to do. No. Number one, customer service skills. That's a good one. That's a good one. No tool replace skills. Yeah. Client consultation, hygiene, basic haircuts. Yes. Yes. So, all right. So I'm gonna tell y'all mines, and we're gonna get through. Oh, woodshed, woodshed. We're gonna get through this. All right. So look, sharp lines, good fading, and know how to use shears. That's all good. So I'm gonna tell y'all my first. Not these are not all in order. It all depends on who the barber is. But to be honest, this is real. We're gonna talk about the foundation of a barber. Now we have to understand this. A foundational piece that every barber needs to understand is that your passion is a business. It turns into a business. It can't just stay in passion mode without you looking at it as a business. Because once you do that and it's just a passion, you will never see how far your business can grow. You can never see how great that this gift can become. What's going on, Mo Barber? So to me, passion to business, it's the mindset. Love the craft, but run it like a business. Take yourself serious. And this, you got two photos. One, you start out at home, nothing wrong with that. We all have done it. We all been in the basement, another extra room, a garage, somewhere. But then you start taking it serious, like serious, to the point that you start learning, okay, you start searching. What is the average haircuts in my area? What should I charge? Where's my skill level at? Treating your chair like a brand, cleaning, being in a clean environment, making sure there's no hair on your chair, greeting people. You know what I mean? Like once you start taking it as a, like serious as a business, you start to learn the levels. You start learning the levels of this. You get what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of barbers, they'll go into a barber shop, they'll see the owner could be chilling. Some of us see owners chilling, some see owners cutting. But you a barber, you cutting hair and you saying, well, I could take over his job. That ain't nothing. I could do what he do. But you ain't even learn the business side of it. If there's some barber shop owners, they look like they lax, maybe they put in more time than you think they did. You get what I'm saying? To the point that they had the freedom to come in and come out whenever they please. So what I'm saying is for you as an individual, as somebody that love cutting hair, you had to level up. And the foundational piece is that your passion has to turn into a business. You have to get your business cap on. Your mindset has to switch. This ain't something that you can just pick up and then just drop off, especially if this is something that you love. You have to allow this become a business, because once you allow it to become a business, there are things that you start taking more serious. Y'all talked about hygiene, right? So how you come to work, how you how you smell at work, how work even looks. All of that stuff matters. How you show up. Are you late? Are you there on time? All of this stuff matters when it comes to being a barber. And I don't want us as barbers to get lost in all the mix of stuff that's going on. Make sure that you had the foundational pieces before you get into 2026. Because to be honest, understanding this now will help your business. It will help your business. I know you love hair cutting, but take it serious. I got a friend of mine's, he's been cutting for some time, but he's like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna go to school. And I respect him for that because now he's starting to take it serious. He's starting to take it as a business. He's starting to see that his numbers needs to match up. Once you do it, it's not something that you just do on the side. Because now people are going to have to respect you and your business. So let me go ahead. Um, Hair cutting has to be fourth on the list. Okay. Honestly, I feel hair cutting is a job, but barbering is a calling. Oh, that's a good one. If you read my business reviews, it always wows me. People brag about my skill, but almost all of them reference who I am and my character. Literally brings me to tears. That's beautiful. Dead Steiger's dead right. I like that. But yeah, passion, passion to business. Barbers, even young barbers, get under people that's really operating their business the right way and seeing how they're doing it. Learn these things. Learn the way of how they go about it. How are they looking at the chair, the booth rent, and the expenses and the products? Learn these things. Learn your legal, uh, the legal laws in your state. Learn them. Why would you not want to know it? So, to me, this is like number one. You have to take this as a business. We all started with just a passion, loving to cut hair, but you have to turn it into a business. It's a must. Not even just because you go into a shop, right? And they have a business, your own chair is your business. You have to treat it as such. So once you do that, you'll start operating differently. Second thing, hands down, never, 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 never stop learning. Like, there's not, how can I say this? There is not a ultimate level of achievement in the hair industry that you can succumb to. You always will have to continue to learn. We're in 2025. There's a lot of new things that's going on. Like like remember when SMP came on the map? I say what, 4 or 5 years ago? Like, and people hopped on it. Even those that was doing the man units. Some people hopped on it, some people didn't. Those that hopped on it, they got to a place and now they doing class for about what, 1200, 300, 3,000. Like, this is something that we have to continuously do. Never stop learning. Never become the person that says, "Hey, I'm the nicest one in fading," and that's it. Because here's the thing. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but there's a lot of people doing a lot of different things. So barbers are getting into different rooms. So if we're going to be allowed in more rooms and they say, "Hey, can you go and do this type of style?" And you like, "Oh, no, all I could do is fade." Then your gift is capped. Now, don't get me wrong. You could master fading, but it always makes sense to pick up something else. It just makes sense, especially in this industry. It's like always evolving. It's always growing. So never stop learning. Barbering evolves. We should too. Shear work evolves. We should too. Mindset, techniques, products. Like, the people that come into your chair, people are dealing with different things today. Never stop learning, even on how to deal with your clients. Never stop learning. But once you stop, you start losing. Once you stop learning, you start losing. All right, let me get to the next one. And like some said, hands down, customer service equals longevity. Character cuts deeper than clippers. Remember that. Character cuts deeper than clippers. I don't care what nobody say. How you treat and how you deal with your clients and how you make them feel before you even put and turn on the cam. I mean, I said the cameras before you turn on the clippers. How you make them feel, how welcoming your space is, how you are paying attention. You're not on your phone. You don't got no headphones in, chewing gum mad loud. Everything's just going crazy. Hands down, we have to have great customer service skills. And if you don't have it, learn it. Learn it. It's a must. And honestly, and this is real, your character will last forever. That's how people will remember you. You might have gave them a nice cut and they appreciate that cut, but guess what? Some people will get a clean cut from you, but they ain't never coming back. Because while you was having a side conversation, they ain't like some of the words you was saying. They ain't like how you approached them. It's a lot of things that they ain't like. If they wanted to bring their kids in and they hesitate, you get what I'm saying? Like we have to be real with this part. Our character, it definitely can affect our business. I mean, that's just a given. We all know that. So character cuts deeper than clippers. The haircut might bring them in, yes. Your energy brings them back, and that's real. I have so many clients that really just appreciate the conversations we have. I'll be honest, I could torch their haircut. I can torch it. And they be like, hey, man, you ain't get it right this time, but next time when I see you, man, let's make sure da 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 da. But I appreciate our conversation though. I'm so serious. I can be like, yo, Nate, yeah, you forgot some neck hairs, but next time, yo, we gotta talk about that business idea you gave me. That stuff matters. Even following up, remember names, build relationships. Like this, like why be in the barbering industry if you do not care about people? As a barber, why be in this industry if you do not have a care for people? It's not about just getting money, but what impact are you leaving? Impact over influence. That's what I stand by. I feel good when I honestly, uh, there was a time I spent about at least an hour and a half on one client, but just due to the fact that we were just having a great conversation and the impact that I had on their life that day. And I appreciate them for even coming in so we can have that conversation. That's why I do this. The barber chair is our ministry. So we got to check our character to make sure that we can operate in a way that continues to build and build this relationship of these clients that we have. Even if they just sit in your chair one time, if they on a road trip and they had to find somebody and use that person, make it impactful. Character. So these are my three. I honestly feel like these are the foundations of a barber. And barbers, I pray that we do not lose our foundational pieces. Don't get so caught up in trying to be the nicest barber with the clippers, but you don't know how to talk to nobody. Yo, what's up? What's good? Like, be professional about your business. Take it as a business. Continue to elevate. Your clients, I'll be honest, your clients, I say at least once a year, they should be seeing something either new or something that you're trying out. Oh, you do this now? Yeah. Yeah, I do that. Oh, that's dope. I'll tell y'all this. There's a service that I ain't never done before. I started learning this service. And and honestly, I did it on myself. And then once I seen how I felt from it, I put it on my books. And that service is a pretty penny. There are people that are looking for that type of service. There are some people that says, "Yo, I'm glad that you got that on your list, man." Once I seen that, I was like, "Oh, I gotta go." Some people look to see if you are elevating. I'm just being real with you. But if you have just the basic, then you get people that just like the basic. And nothing wrong with that, because then you're that's your targeting clientele. But if you want to do something a little bit more different, if you want to add color to your service, there's probably somebody right now that's waiting for you to do a different type of service. So they don't have to go over here, then come to you, then go over there. And then I'm not saying you got to be the one man band for everything, but all I'm trying to say is that continue to level up. That's how I look at that. Continue to level up. So those are my three. You got passion of business, taking this barbering industry as a business. That's number one. Never stop learning. That's number two. And make sure you have healthy customer service. And make sure that you're in tune with your character and your character flows within you in a way that they want to continue to come back because how you impact them. So that's my three. That's my three. I think these are the most foundational pieces that every barber needs to have. Take it serious, y'all. I mean, I probably came in at a older age, and that's probably why I took it more serious than some. But I play no games. I take this serious, and I love it. I do. It's a business, so I'm gonna treat it as such. So I really hope that that helps any new barber or somebody that's feeling like, I don't know what else to do or anything like that. Let's hit the reset. Let's really figure out why we are even in this industry. Leave an impact. If we're not trying to leave impact, I don't know what we're trying to do. And I'm just being honest. I don't know what we're trying to do. So that was that was my foundation of a barber. Three important nuggets that I feel like every barber needs to have. Every barber. But we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna talk about something that I recently just posted because I want to keep going. I want to keep going. I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. Kingdom Miner says I have no problem with customer service, inspiring people, or helping to elevate others. My biggest issue is finding a person to mentor me with the skill and technique aspects of barbering. So Kingdom Minded, that's the interesting issue. And I understand it. So here's my thing. I do believe that there's people out there that we can reach out to see if we can get mentorship from them. Some they might have something that you might have to invest in, right? And then some you build up a relationship with them enough, they might offer that. So I don't my thing is that I know it's out there and it is out there. You just got to find your tribe. And trust me, I had to do that for some time. I just didn't jump to anything and everything. I had to find my tribe. So when you do that and you continue to seek for those that really connect with you, I think you'll find your mentor. And also don't be scared to reach out. Like that's one thing about me. I ain't scared to reach out to nobody. I will DM anybody. It don't matter who it is. I don't care how professional or how much fame they got. I will reach out to them as if like they any regular person and it'd be like, hey, because that's what they are to me. They're a regular person. So Yeah, just reach out to those that you feel like that might be in that circle and see if you get a response back. All right, let me see what y'all got over here. That's fundamental in any industry. Never stop learning. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Stop trying to impress other barbers. Impress your clients. Right, right. Actually give them what they ask for. Right. That's facts. Client said the exact thing to me last week. That's what's up. I care too much. No such thing, Andy. I'm not saying I'm going to stop caring because that's just who I am. But it's a little hard when it's obvious that it's not appreciated. Yeah, and I get it. So here's the thing about that too, Andy. Um, we in a service business, so we serve because that's something that we want to do, right? Our clients, our clients, when they come in, they want to be served with a haircut, right? And even though there's all different types of barbers, there is somebody that's going to care about one thing more than the other. And how that client responds, it really depends on the client. As much as we will love all of our clients to appreciate everything that we do, sometimes it's not going to happen. But that's okay because I know that I'm servicing you in a way because that's what I love to do. And sometimes we have to be okay with that. Thank you, bro, for the advice. You're welcome. Spot on what said. The client is the one paying you, not the other barbers in the shop. Right, 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 right. But it's something that we do. It's something that we do. We all all right, hold on. I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get to that. It's something we do. We all get to that place, that we would like to feel like our clients appreciate what we do, you know? But I also believe that we have a gift and a skill that no matter if they do or not, we still leaving them with an impact. They might not say it, they might not admit it, but we still do. Okay. So the barber, you mentioned don't be scared to reach out. I reached out to about using guards in 3 lives ago, asking you to try guards. All right. Can you rewrite that? Because I think I got kind of mixed up. I reached out about guards, about using guards, and asking you to try guards. What guards? Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember that the Dana Rocker guards. Yeah, I just never got around to it to be honest. I would say within the last, you said about 3 lives ago. I'll say that within the last month or 3 weeks, um, I have been like slammed with a lot of stuff. But I will say this, Soda Barber, you might have to remind me. I'm just being honest with you. But you can really like just let me know for real, for real. Like, yo, concise, man. What's up? What's up with them guards? Because that would help me. You get what I'm saying? So I appreciate you saying that. This caring I'm referring to is also for my team. Yeah. So you had a different thought process because you're speaking more on the owner side, right? Not just the business, because every barber in your shop got to treat their chair as a business. But as the owner, you're looking at it in such of a different view. So I understand what you're saying. Before social media, barber didn't really know other barbers at all. This Instagram barber is new. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Well, 10 to 15 years is still new to this old head. we all look for accolades. We all look for accolades for our peers, but the client is the one who has to love the cut. Yeah, yeah. And to be honest, Neil, how many of us had a client? I got a client right now. My man come in and get a zero guard, right? a zero guard, blade open with a zero guard, open halfway to all the way down. He gets his beard to like 1.5 against, lined up. I get him in and out like 20, 25 minutes tops. And that's with the hot towel. Man, me and this, and it's so funny. This is my second year doing the fantasy, right? Fantasy draft, whatever like that. But our conversations are probably like the most interesting conversations, between the two, because me and him could talk about almost anything and everything, but we really connect with the fantasy. And his team is the Eagles and stuff like that. I don't even know, like he doesn't even look in the mirror, like for real. Like he'll spin around, and I know y'all probably got some of those clients that just be like, "Yo, yeah, we're good," and I, appreciate it. People will always care about how you make them feel. He could have looked in that mirror for 2 seconds, and I could have looked in that mirror. I'm like, wait, hold up, I need to check his line real quick. It might, one side might look whatever, and he's like, oh no, it's cool, it's good. You get where I'm coming from. So sometimes, like I said, the cut doesn't always have to be crazy. How you treat them, that matters. Having a servant's heart will give you the joy to do your work and with excellence. If you're chasing money or status, it will weigh you down, and cutting hair will become burdensome. Yeah, that's true. That's true. that's that's true. Like you gotta have a love for it, but you gotta love the fact that you're impacting people. And that's just that. All right. So I appreciate y'all with all the comments. I really, really do. We're gonna hop into the next conversation. Let's see what y'all gotta say about this bad boy. What's your thoughts? I just did this. Yeah, it's more than a job. It is. It is. Very much so. I don't even look at it as a job. I can go in literally every day and cut until whenever I feel like stopping. But I did this video, getting good traction. I'm glad to hear everybody's comments. But for those that come on here, the Keep It Concise podcast, I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think of the video or your own personal use? Just dropped the Clipper review half hour ago. I'm gonna have to check that out. And so Woodshed, he has his own channel. Check out his channel too, y'all. Much respect to Woodshed. He has his combo review. Check out his. I want to see what you got to say about it too. It's the relationship between you and the client and customer. Yeah, yeah. So if y'all did see my review, what's your thoughts? Just curious. You just want to show me something? Okay. Neil said overpriced. I'm glad Andis is putting products on a more consistent basis. Okay. Neil, what makes you feel like it's overpriced? To be honest. Like what? I'm sorry. What do you feel like is also comparable to this? That you feel that is like priced at like a healthy price? If you have a Phenom set, do you recommend a Recon set? Is that much of an upgrade? So, plugs, this is what I will say when it comes to the Phenom and the Recon. Now, I'll do a video on this, but this isn't let me buy this and then let me upgrade, right? This is more of a side by side product. You got your brushless motor Phenoms, and then you have your linear motor Recons. Two different motors, two different way how they perform. So it's more of an add-on, not much of an upgrade. Because to me, when I think about upgrade, that means that I'm switching out something. I upgraded my iPhone, right? Like, I don't have my iPhone 15 no more. I got the iPhone 17. Or I'm not using it no more. I'm using iPhone 17. So it's not much of an upgrade. That's not, and I got a video coming out. That's not what the Recon is out. Like, to me, that's not why it's out. But it's a healthy add-on. I will say that. That's love, CTB, to have others viewers to watch someone else's videos. Yeah, man. Honestly, so the barber, I want people to watch other people's videos. It honestly it helps shape you to know exactly what you look for in a review. Do you like the things that they say? You don't like some of the things that they say? They might bring up stuff that's different. So why not? You know what I mean? For real, for real. The machine has the same body. The machine has the same body, but different motors. And this needs a round body clipper like the JRL. Their last two clippers shaped like coffins. Oh, dang. I ain't never think nobody say that. The price was my only knock on it, but in my opinion, it's the best clipper Ennis has made. Oh, wow. The body is very different. It is different. The best clipper. Hold on. Why my mouse acting? The woodshed. The best clipper Ennis has ever made. Now, the best, because I got something to say about that. I don't know. I don't know if I could say the best, but to each their own. I like the fact that we all had differences. CTB, these clippers and trimmers are way too high in price. So the barber. Okay. So I mean, I had this conversation about clipper prices, what everybody thinks, where every clipper and trimmer combo should be. Everybody said around 325, 350, I think, like, was the max. That is, and that's not, I'm not mad at that. But me saying market price and some things, some people want to say, well, you can get this in AliExpress for $50. Okay, then get it for $50. But yeah, I get why people say that they are way too high in price. However, we're going to talk about that whole price thing. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Barber community, concise is my dude. Yeah, cool peoples. It's the Phenom Enhance. It seems a little redundant to me. It should be different in every way to justify. It should be different to justify the price. So you think something that's completely different, if you think, then when you say different in what? Because when I look at the Recons, it's a different motor, different blade, different lever. When it comes to the clipper, the Recon trimmer, I think the blade is basically similar. Uh the Phenoms does have an up on it with that detachable blade system. Just to be honest, I have to be real when it comes to the Phenom. That's why I feel like it's like you really can't compare them. To try to compare the Phenom to the Recons, I mean, we can do it. We can literally, like, we could do it because it's within the same family, but it's two different operations of a clipper. Corded masters are the best. The masters is the best. Okay. I would say current lineup. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, shit. I was about, you know what? I'll give you that because you we'll talk. I think you know where I'm at with that one, but okay. Why not holiday sales for barbers? He said facts. Why not holiday sales for barbers? I don't know. So here's my thing. There's, I mean, barber supplies stores, they do that. Like not to, try to be funny, but barber supplies do that. That's why I try to make sure that if I do work with a brand, that I can give y'all some type of incentive, some discount, some like this. I can give y'all something that it's not always full price because I am a person. I say this all the time. If there could be something about it, um, if there's something I can do about it of getting something to be a lower price, I will, hands down. The old quartermaster is goaded, don't get me wrong, but it's the most powerful, the smallest body, the most options for customization, most battery life. Hmm. Phenom is more versatile, hands down. Yeah, it is. I will use the acronym for your name, CTB. Did you do any clipper mods with these? No, no clipper mods. What I did was, if you've seen the video, is that I move uh the cutting blade up. Only because, and for those that does have this clipper, the cutting blade is like a smooth bevel. Did y'all notice that? It's not like really like bevel like how the trimmers are in the XO2s, but it has a small bevel to it. So that kind of makes me feel like I'm comfortable moving it up to the point it's not going to irritate. For those that are on here, if y'all seen my story, y'all can get the link to hop on YouTube. I would say my favorite blade on the Recon is the Gold Master Blade, smooth. So that's another thing people were asking. They were asking, can the Master Blade go on the Recons? I just ordered a Black Andis cordless master. I like that one. The blackout one, yeah. See, the black label was sweet. I like that one. I have no problems with that one at all. 45th and Ave, got it. What you talking about, Des? What you talking about? So I can see why some people say that this combo set is overpriced. At the same time, if all right, what are some clippers that's in the market right now that's over 250 that y'all paid for? I can name about five, easy, that are out there before they came out. You said, do they chip or peel? And it's um no, mine's haven't hasn't. It might if you like crazy with the cool care, I think. I don't know, but mine hasn't. What is the most complete clipper and trimmer set currently this year? Would you choose as your go-to for someone who doesn't want to spend money on a bunch of clippers and trimmers? Now, see, I did that video. I did that video. I did that video. I'm still sticking to my combo set. I don't care what nobody say. You said mine haven't either. Okay. Nope, they don't chip or peel. Cool. Yeah, mine, like I don't want to speak for everybody. Mine hasn't either. So, Neil, you said none. You can't think of not one clipper over 250. Oh man, I can show you. I can show you a few. Yeah, I could tell you a few. Better question is, who started the 200s or the 300s? I paid 210 for the OG Instinct and got the Rebel shaver for free. The Rebel shaver is slept on. No, it's a good shaver. Yeah, that's a good shaver. But nah, 210 still not the magic number. What is a clipper? 250 and up. Whoa, 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 whoa. JRLs? Nope. JRLs never went. I don't think they went past 199. When the Onyx, I think the Onyx was 199 or 195. Oh, you said, the last part of your statement was that I paid for none. Stylecraft started this nonsense with overpricing. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They really didn't. The Gold Masters was 400. Remember? I do remember that. I do. I do remember that. The Metal Instinct, the Saber Twos, anything Stylecraft in the past 2 years. All right. Come on, yo. There's other brands. There's other brands. There's there's other brands. I could tell y'all three. I could tell y'all three brands. Easy. You said Asa Titan. Detachables. I don't even think we can use detachables. Everybody know detachables is up there. The Kenny Duncan MB2 are a good clipper. You can find them around 100 if you're looking for a good alternative. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Also, Octane was 300 when it first dropped. Yeah. Yep. Look, Instinct started at 250. Yep. But the Gold Masters was the collector's item. But for who, Neil? Because some people looked at that like, oh, no, I ain't paying that. Any detachable clipper. All right. So I'm gonna tell y'all a few. And let's see if y'all can come down memory road with me. Who remembers, right? What's going on, Bazio? Who remembers uh when and I'm not and I'm just saying this because we're 250 and up, right? So this is not a bash. I'm just saying these are the stuff that has been up there for some time. Respectfully, the Gold Masters, not even the Gold Masters, they didn't even have to be the gold. The rose gold was like 300. The gold ones was 400. The bevel trimmer when it first dropped, 250, right? Exactly. 250. Caliber has their clipper right now for I forget how much it is, but I think it's close, like it's just about 250. Remember when Coco came out with the clipper and the trimmer uh with that blade on it? 250 each. Both of them. Did we forget did we forget they came out 250 each? Clipper's clipper came out at 230. That was close, but it's not 250. I didn't even get into the Stylecraft and the Gammas. They got their 250s too. You said any collector's edition clippers. I mean, uh Wall has the what's that? What's that called? The street art. That's 250. Babeless, when they came, I think their stuff right now is still 250 on their website. I think the low pros. Matter did the no, they didn't come out. I forget how much they came out. I'm talking about the red, the FX3s. Remember the FX3s? When they came out, all that stuff was above 250. There's more, to be honest, but Here's my thing. When it comes to this though, right? When it comes to something being that price, guess what? Guess what? It's literally up to you if you find that valuable. It's not the brand's fault that you people are gonna get upset when I say this, but it's real. Let's all be adults. It's not the brand's fault that that's where they place their value and there was a market that people were buying it at. Now, you might say, well, there's an alternative. There's always an alternative. That you can get the same product because we're good with saying that. Same product for a fourth of the price. Now, here's my thing. If I can get the same exact product for fourth of the price, why not just get the product for fourth of the price? What I'm saying is now is that everybody's so hip to what's out there today, right? We have the information, but we still get upset when brands do what they want to do. It's up to them. It's up to you if you want to buy it or not. If what's this? I know I'm an OG. PlayStation 4, if they want to charge $50, $60 for their controllers, and I go somewhere else where they making them and they selling it for 10, when I'm going to hit up PS4, yo, what? That's up to them. And it's up to you if you want to buy it. You find the alternative, then buy the alternative. I'm just being honest with you. But don't, like, you can't, like, why do we do this? Why bash Ferrari? Because their prices are not Toyota. Now, some people are like, well, that's a different engine. It's a different. Okay. Why buy GMC compared to a Silverado? Why is there the price difference? Can't find value of a foil shaver for over $250. Dan B, the Bronze Series 9s, the 7, and probably even the 5s probably start, well, low end was at $250 at. I would say the 5s was probably at $250 or more. The 7s was 3 something. The 9s is 4 or 5, I believe. I'll say 4. But I get it. You don't have to. You don't have to find value in something that's over $250. You do not. It is not like you don't. It's not an ultimatum. Nobody's forcing your hand. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But I think that this is the point. Because of my foundation of a barber, right? Once you start taking your chair and what you do as a business, then you will understand business more. Because basically what y'all saying is, why would I spend $150 on a haircut when I could pay $25 down the street? See, it always makes sense when it's not the service that we're giving. It always makes sense. But if you value yourself as a $150 barber, then you're going to have a clientele that values you that as well as a $150 barber. Crazy part is that the fade can almost look the same to most people. Different value. It's up to y'all, man, what y'all buy. It really is. It's not like the brand's going to have to figure out a way. How can they make money? How can they offer us what we need and make us money? I mean, make themselves money. It's a business. That's a business. And I have to be real with you. I'm gonna tell y'all something, because clearly, this is not getting through people when it comes to business. Woodshed. Matter of fact, let's do this. Nah, let's not do woodshed. Because I understand what like let's do somebody else. Buster Brown. If you can you please leave a comment. I'm gonna use you, Buster Brown. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna come out with a clipper, Buster Brown, right? And I noticed that you have a healthy following. When I say healthy, I mean you got about, let's say, 50,000 followers on any platform. Let's say TikTok. Let's say TikTok, Buster Brown. And I say, hey, he does great work. I'm looking at your stuff. And I say, hey, look, I'm going to send you one of my products. Let me know what you think on it. Do whatever you want to do with it. Right. And this is something that you do, Buster Brown. This is something that you do. You show your haircuts. And sometimes you might even show the product that you're using while you're cutting hair. Buster Brown, let me ask you this. Me giving you my clipper, do you think that's a business move on my part? Let me know. What do y'all think? Do you think that's a business move? Me being a brand, I have a clipper. I'm giving it to Buster Brown so he can use it and do whatever he wants to do with it. Do you think that's a business move on my part? And if so, why? They already are due to how much they pay to make products. Why do we feel as people not going to be ordinary Joe getting those price haircuts? Why do we feel as people? He said, I paid around $300 for the Octanes 4 years ago. It's been a workhorse for me. Man, my wife got me those. How long ago, babe? How long you got me those Octanes for my birthday? Like 10 years? About 6, 7. I'll say about 6. Yeah, it was about, I'll say about, 6 years. Yeah, 6 years ago. Still got them things. I ain't never letting them go. Brands are supposed to make money. Same haircut from me in 2023 was 8. Sorry, it went up a lot more than the clipper did. Y'all fussing, but pay $400 for a Dyson blow dryer. Yes, I believe it's a business move, but not in a bad way. Okay, cool. So I'm glad that you believe that it's a business move, right? As me as the brand, I see that you have healthy following because on TikTok you're doing well, showing some nice cuts and everything like that. Now, what's your business move? What would be your business move, Buster Brown? I'm a brand. I have a clipper. I want to send it to you, and you could do whatever you want to do with it. What would be your business move? You're trying to get him by more in the future. I could be. That we need to make a day one purchase for everything that drops. Yeah, we are wired to buy things unnecessarily. We can attest to the fact that we are hoarders of clippers and trimmers. Like that is true. That is true. I say this: if you're going to be a hoarder, at least make it a business, right? But hear what I'm saying, y'all. I hope y'all really understand what I'm saying. Buster Brown, I gave you my business. You said it's a business move on my part. I got a clipper brand. I send you my clipper. What's your business move? Because it's a business for me. I know that me doing that is going to get more eyes on my product. It's just like any commercial. Have you ever seen a commercial for Pepsi and there be other stuff that they blur out because they don't want you to see it? Okay. As long as I can be honest about the product, the good, bad, and ugly. Amazing, Buster Brown. Amazing. Exactly. As long as you can be honest about the product, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, okay, you ready, Buster Brown? You gave your thoughts on the clipper. You like it. Few things you might not have liked, but overall you liked it. You know, and once you gave your thoughts on that, and all your followers, let's say 3% find value in what you just said, and they bought that clipper. What's the business side of the value that the brand got compared to what you got? I'm trying. I'm trying to business. I'm trying to help you understand. I'm trying to help you understand something. It's a different way of thinking. Not really, to be honest. It's really just business. Kickback for pushing products they gave you. Okay, why? Why would you say kickback? All I'm looking for is to be honest about the product. I could do that no matter what. I'm going to do that no matter what. That shouldn't be something that has to be swayed. Because if you can't be honest about anything that they have given you, then you shouldn't do business with them. Because now we're talking about character. Remember, the foundations of a barber. Take it as a business. You're barbering. Your clients, but also your character matters. We hope person is being honest. Yeah, of course. But of course you hope that somebody's being honest. But that's why I say stick around, get to know that person, fill them out. And if you rock with them, rock with them. If you don't, then don't. I honestly think it's just that simple. If you feel like they faking it, then they most likely probably are faking it. It depends. It depends on who you are. So 3%, matter of fact, I wish I had, can I see your phone? 3% of my followers, 50,000 people. What's 3% of that? See, I'm a numbers guy. I like doing numbers. So that's 1,500 people. 1,500 people, and let's say my product's going for 150. Let's say my clipper's going for 150. 3% of your following liked what I said and they bought it. And my product is 150. Now, I want y'all to see something. Buster Brown, you got a following on TikTok at 50,000. 3% of the people like what you said about that clipper. So that's 150 people. I mean, 1,500 people. 1,500 people, right? My clipper costs $150. Look how much I just made off of you. So is that a brand making business moves? You said yes. So my question is again, what's your business move to the brand? Let me see. I get free tools from a company and my code gets me some money from them, but I'm considering serving the relationship because of character issues. But I got to sleep. But I got to sleep at night. But I'm considering serving the relationship because of character issues. Got you. So yeah. We'll say it makes sense. But see, now you said partnership? Could be. Could be. You tried the Annis Recon and put in the Annis Master Blade? Not yet, but I think there's some other people on here that have used it, and they could tell you if it does fit. I believe it does. I don't know why I didn't put that. I believe it does. I have a video that I'm doing, but I didn't get into the nitty gritty. Yes, so okay, see, it does fit. So I'm about to go crazy with it, to be honest, because now I'm about to see what's the best blade for the Recon to me. So Buster Brown, I sent you my clipper, bro. I appreciate you saying everything that you said about it. no matter what, bro, you got 3% of your people that's following you to buy my product at $150. That's 1,500 people. We made $225,000 off of that. Thank you. And Buster Brown, what you got from that was that you're able to just be honest about the product, the good, the bad, the ugly. I done, I done honestly, what I just told y'all, just in this conversation alone, there should be something clicking in your head. Something should be clicking. Just being real with you. If it's not clicking, you don't see it as a business and you see it as a hobby. You see it as a passion. You never took it to a business that you love to do, that you can wake up every day to do. I could record all day. I can. I can do all this content stuff. You can ask my wife. I can do this stuff all day. I love it. But I also know it's a business. Y'all can take it how y'all want to. That's the real of it. That's the real of it. It's just the real of it. If Buster Brown, you came out with a clipper and you gave somebody something, and you can guarantee, like you could almost guarantee you can get 3% of value from that person. That's a business move, man. The crunch on a fat blade is sick. Yeah, I gotta try that. It would be a good to make a video dealing with all and its blades. I got you, Super. Don't worry. Wouldn't need a deal on my own clipper and a sponsorship from said company. Mm. So I just wanted to give that information. We got one more thing to talk about. I'm sorry. We do. Look, I got so into that meal. Appreciate you, Buster Brown, for going back and forth with a brother and buying my clipper or allowing me to send you my clipper. Appreciate you for putting $225,000 in my pocket. But here's the next thing, y'all. And I'm just going to talk about this briefly. This right here. This is a new YouTube channel that I'm doing. It's a new YouTube channel. And mainly I have to, be honest. And I know it's more more than just men that follow my page. This is called Courageous and Redeemed, my YouTube channel that I'm going to focus in more on for getting kingdom men closer to Christ. And I definitely feel like this is something, like I think all of this stuff that God has allowed me to have is not just to do clipper reviews, just to be honest. I definitely feel like he wants me to really use the access of online and YouTube for his glory and for his sake. So this channel's coming soon. I will leave like the YouTube channel link in the description. If this is something that you are interested in, I will be having some dope videos. We'll be talking about some foundational stuff because we all start from somewhere. You might hear some testimonials and stuff like that. There is going to be a group that we all can fellowship in and stuff like that. Pray over. It's going to be beautiful for those that are seeking this and that really understand that being courageous and redeemed is a necessity to be a kingdom man. So that's something that I wanted to just chime in real quick, is that I have a new channel coming, and y'all honestly pray for me because I've been working on this for some time. And it's funny because it's called Courageous, and I've been acting like a straight punk in a sense with this. But no, if anything, I just want to come correct with it, and because I take this serious. So hopefully I see y'all in there. We're gonna have great dialogue and all of that, and help each other sharpen to become better men. All right, so let's get back to where we was at. Foundation of barbering. Just want to go do over real quick. And the Kingdom Minded said, you basically were their marketing manager without the pay. Uh, like I said, we the foundation of a barber, passionate business. It's a necessity. It's a necessity that we love the craft, but treat it like a business. It's a necessity. Learn your numbers. I just gave y'all numbers. Treat your chair like a brand. No matter what shop you in, treat that chair like this is such and such co and company, whatever, and make sure that you leave an impact. Never stop learning, continue to elevate, continue to grow. Don't get behind in this industry because it can happen. It can happen, but continue to elevate no matter where you are positioned in your shop. Owner, stylist, cosmetologist, loctician, colorist, S&P. No matter what, continue to keep learning. And customer service, longevity, character cuts deeper than clippers every day, all the time, without a shadow of a doubt. And look at my recon combo video. He says, amen. Proud of you, brother. Thank you. I'll mail the invoice for my valuable 2 cents. Exactly. Exactly. You said we all need it. Yeah, man. We all need, like, honestly, brotherhood. We all do need it. We don't speak on it much. I know some of us, we probably push that to the side. We try to, figure out life as if like that's what we're supposed to be doing. But God showed us a different way in his scripture. So I would like to help us get to that place. But yeah, Kingdom Minded, you got it right. It's like you basically their marketing manager without the pay. But here's my thing. It's not about, and let me just say this too, because there's so much. It's not just about the pay, right? How they how people approach you, it matters. Their character, it matters. Your character, it matters. How everything flows, it matters. If it's a business, if you go to an interview, right? You are valuable to the business. The business is valuable to you. You have a conversation to see if you're a good fit for them or you're a good fit or they are a good fit for you. It's a business mindset. It's like, I don't know if we really, really think about that. Everything I do, CTB is a brand. Concise the Barber is a brand. I work for Concise the Barber. Concise the Barber works for me. I understand the business. I understand. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Now, I'll be real with you. Every business relationship is not always going to be the same. It's not. Some people, you might have a friend, he might have a startup business. And you know what? You just invest in it. You don't even want nothing back. You just want to invest in it because it's like, yo, you know what? Man, you've been grinding. I appreciate you. Boom. You invest in it. My friend, he came out with something. He gave it to me. I'm not looking for nothing from him. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that. But even though that's his business, I don't mind supporting his business. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now. Not. Let's go real. Let's say DJI. I got the Osmo Pocket 3. Now, do I start out? I'm about to give y'all some. If I start out with an industry of like DJI and what they do, am I going to do a review on that? right? And then reach out to them like, hey, y'all owe me money. No, no, no. There is going to be some things you got to do to get your foot in the door. But here's the thing: you got to understand when you are in. You got to understand that part, because once you are in, then you got to know your value. Because once they start approaching you, you better have a business plan. You like you I ain't well, no, you better have a business plan. You gotta have an approach. You gotta bring something to the table, because they're gonna bring something to the table. You gotta bring something to the table. Why would they just come bring something to the table and you just go, oh, okay? That's not business minded. That's honestly, it's not even a healthy relationship. It's really not. Because what happens is you will continue to just be the okay, Mr. Me Too, the yes man. And guess what? While you being a yes man, they getting, well, for one, your relationship sometimes won't even grow past than you being a yes man, because you have allowed people to keep you at that level. That's number one. For two, they making everything that they need to make, because they see the value in you, right? Without have to invest in you in the way that you really could be invested in. Y'all can take that how y'all want, for real. But that's the reality. I gave y'all so much game. I'm not even gonna lie to you. For those that want to get into what I do, I gave, for those that are doing it, it's it's business. It's business. Now, you could be a likable guy, you could be a likable lady, you could just be a likable person. And they say, hey, we appreciate everything that you do. They can do all of that, right? And they say, hey, what do you think about this? What if we do this for you? How would you like that? And you could be so ecstatic that you receive whatever they gave you, but then that's it, crickets. But they know that you're going to operate in a way that people are going to have eyes on their product. Listen, y'all, I'm close to 40. I ain't. I love what I do. I do. But respectfully, I understand it's a business. This is not a hobby. It's not a it's like I love what I do to the point it's not work, don't get me wrong, but it's still business. Nobody's just giving you anything. That's why I tell people all the time, nothing is free. Oh, you got free clippers? Listen, there's no such thing as free clippers. There is no such thing. Now, they can gift you with something that has nothing to do with clippers because they appreciate your relationship and the business, whatever, like that. Like, I got some stuff back there that don't got nothing to do with clippers at all, but they appreciate the relationship that we had. But yeah, what you got going over here? You have to set your boundaries within your business plan. Don't allow yourself to be used by companies because you lack of planning. Proper preparations prevents poor performance. Right. Weigh out your options and don't be so quick to say yes out of desperation. You can't hear this kingdom minded, but that's facts. That's facts. Now, I'll be honest with you. I have healthy relationships with a lot of brands. I do. So, yeah. I hope y'all left with something, because that's what I'm saying is, like, my thing is this: why would they give anybody anything if it's not going to be a benefit to them? It's marketing strategy, y'all. Come on. I have friends on social media and they do marketing campaigns for big brands. Big brands. I don't want to say certain numbers, but let's just say 5 figures is their minimum for like a story. Not a real, not a real story. Just to post something on their page. There's people going to podcasts. I knew somebody, he has a healthy business. He paid 20 to 25K to just be seen on a podcast. So the podcast, they was like, hey, my platform right here, for you just to sit on my platform, I don't care what business or brand you are, 25,000. In a lot of cases, people appreciate more what they work for more than what they were given. Yeah. So look, I just for those that didn't understand that as barbers we need to have a foundation. Each and every last one of us. This is all across the board. We need to have structure in everything we do. Structure. So, any questions? That's basically all I had. Let me see. Let me see what else I got. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you want to stay in the know, go ahead, reach out. For those that are, somebody said something about mentorship. Um, Reach out and actually, if you don't mind, the exact type of mentorship that you're really looking for, let me know. Wait, 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 what? What do you mean? Is it true? What do you mean, is it true? Raise a sharp lifestyle. One thing that's true about me is that I I don't support that brand. That's what's true about me. That's what's true. I have nothing more else really to say. God be with them, and but like I said, you're gonna work with some brands you won't, and that's perfectly fine. Not everybody you're gonna do business with, and that's okay. And I pray everybody's okay with that. Well, I pray that yes, everybody's okay with that. Oh, okay. Well, it is what it is. That I don't like that saying actually. Well, it's sad. That's what it is. It's sad if that's the case. That's sad. Like let's be real. We I pray that we all grown enough to be honest and real about what's what. I don't I don't really care about all that. But what I do care about is that barbers understand the foundations of what it is to be a barber. What I do care about is us getting to a place that we're closer to Christ. That's what I do understand. And that's real. And I also think that it's very important that you find your tribe. I think it's very important that you understand what you value. You don't have to value what everybody else value. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. You don't have to get these things that everybody get. You can get whatever works for you. Live within your means, right? Everybody means is different. Man, that's the stuff I care about. There was something else I had. Oh no. That was it. That'll be next week. That'll be next week. And then we got interesting uh we got interesting guests. Prayerfully we have a guest next week. I believe we will. I believe we will. I think for real, I was trying to have them uh I was trying to have them this week, but I dropped the ball on that. I forgot to respond back in enough time. Brandon the Barber, amen to that. Just getting in the live. Thanks for the Anus Recon actual part of the haircut review. I wanted to buy them, but not until I see somebody do a full cut with them. Got you. Honestly, man, that I'm going to do more. I'm going to do more. I'm going to do more tutorials. I need y'all help though. I need y'all to be on me. I need y'all to be on me because sometimes this thing could become so big. Like I still have stuff that I had to review, but then I still got to break down the tutorial side of it. So I hope that y'all can just help me with that. I need y'all help too, for real, for real. Would you ever rate our haircuts like Bazio used to do? I really enjoy those videos. I didn't even know people really look for that type of stuff. I feel like it's so saturated with haircuts nowadays. Now I can have an eye and I can ask you questions, but I can do something a little bit like that if you want me to. You know, I do enjoy those type of videos as well, but I just didn't know that was something that people really care for anymore. He said, "Thank you for not letting them get you out of your character. Class act. Much respect. Appreciate. Thank you, baby. Appreciate that, Buster Brown. Now, here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. I am really trying to help y'all understand something about this barbering, about the love of it, right? We got to be who we are. We got we got to be who we are, and we can't fake it. I know that I'm a man of God, and I'm not going to switch up because whatever this world tries to throw at us, right? You got to stay grounded. You got to know what you believe in and who you are. This is mainly not knowing who you are and seeing how men, to be honest, struggle with that is the main reason why I'm wanting to start this YouTube channel. Because I have a heart for men. I have a heart for men to understand who they are and whose they are and what their purpose is in life and the impact that they can leave, not just for their family, but their community and everywhere that they go. No matter what you do throughout your day, how you react, how you respond, it matters. That's why I say some stuff is so much bigger than clippers and all this stuff. Like, not to be like that, y'all. It's as much as it is important in my life, there are so many other things that have so much purpose in life that I value, like my wife. You can't help it, huh? You just can't help it, huh? Like me. Okay. Um, we have to display the fruit of the spirit. Amen. Yeah, very much so. And be honest, man, yo, when here's another thing. Not only do we display the fruit of the spirit, man, the act of truly, honestly, just praying for those. What did Jesus say? Lord, forgive them for they don't know what they do. We have to have that spirit because there is a lot of people doing a lot of things they have no idea why they're doing it. To be honest, they're just doing it, and there's no peace. And I pray for people's peace. I really do. I pray that everybody can achieve peace and joy. So, Andy said, "Oh, oh snap." Uh, You were never meant to mingle with everyone. Who God for you would be in your midst. Forcing relationship is ridiculous to me and could set you back instead of setting you up for success. Exactly. Trust in God in all you do. You are not rattled or shaken by these distractions, which testifies to me that you are a child of God. People of the world don't understand this. Don't cast your pearls unto swine. Kingdom minded, yo. If you was, you don't hear that sound, but I'm hitting my horns. I appreciate that though. Really, I really do. I appreciate that. Nah, it's real though. Like, come on, y'all. There's so much there's so much stuff going on in this world. We all got stuff we got going, that we deal with. Like for real, for real. We to spend time on some things, on such things, is like a disservice to God. Not even trying to take it that deep, but to me, some things are that deep. Like it's come on, we can talk about some other stuff. You mentioned kingdom men, and the kingdom men have the handbook of life. Yeah, yeah. Tractor trailer cut. What's going on? Y'all got any questions? Any questions? I hope I have enough room to storage this video. But if not, I can download it on YouTube. Any questions? It could be about anything. Ain't much, man. I'm out here surviving. Out here surviving, bro. Matter of fact, did my team win? Sorry, y'all. I just had a whole moment. Any other questions? I think we did. Okay, so I don't see any more questions, and I pray that y'all receive something from this live. Look, every time I do that, every time I say, "Is there any more questions?" Boom, here come a question. Nothing wrong with it. He said, "Yeah, we won. All right, cool. Ball up. Let's go." What's your top 3 trimmers and clippers? As of right now, as of today, top 3 trimmers. No order. I'm just saying them. Babyliss T45, High Vis, Phenom. Clippers. I'll say that one for another date. Babyliss T45s. The Phenoms. I'm having a hard one because there's 2 clippers I like. They're on 2 opposite spectrums, but they're both amazing at what they do. I can't say that one. So I got a tie for 3rd place. I got a tie. Is that messed up for when it comes to the Clippers? I do have the Diamantes, and this is going to sound crazy to some, but I got the Diamantes and let me think, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, I got the Diamantes and the Vapors, like tied for 3rd place. It's hard. It's hard. I got my reasons why I say that, but it's hard for me to just say either or. What did you say your top 3 trimmers were? I said the Babel's T45 trimmer, the High Vis, and the Phenoms. Do you like Annis trimmers over the Sabre trimmers? Okay. So, Razor Sharp, I'll be honest with you. Yes. 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 Annis has 2 trimmers that I would pick over the Sabres. And I know that might sound interesting, but here's why. So, the Sabres and the EXO2, kind of similar, like weight and feel in hand, right? But the XO2, the blade performance is just a little bit more better for performance wise of the smoothness and also still the sharpness at the same time. I like the Phenoms because the Phenoms has better weight than the both of them. And also they crunch and they cut well. When is the review on the Tensor One coming out? They are getting restocked this week and want to know if you like them. Is the click lever smooth? The Tensor One is coming out. I will be. What's today? It'll be. I should have some. Oh no, no, no. That's purple. Hold on, hold on. I know. Got me drinking out a purple cup. Something else to say about.
I know. My gosh.
What else about to say? Oh, the Tensor. So it's today's Sunday. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna say I'm gonna try to, but probably have it out before Sunday or Monday. If not next Sunday, definitely Monday. Yeah, because it all depends. You'll see what I mean. If you hop on hop on YouTube, you'll see what I mean. My phone's about to die, so let me go ahead and just. I forgot that I stayed on. I stayed on that joint that long. But yeah. But yeah, Razor Sharp. I love the Sabres. Don't get me wrong. All this stuff is amazing. I'm not saying this stuff in a way of like let's say the Sabres, let's say if I get the Sabres a 9.7, I would give the Phenoms a 9.9 or 9.8. I'll give the XO2s a 9.8. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's that level of a difference to me. It's not like, oh, the Sabres are trash. The Sabres are never trash. They're goated. They're top 5 all day, hands down. You cannot go. Nobody can say the Sabres are trash to me. They're not trash. It's just more about preference at that point. Like, I prefer something that's a little bit more heavier, or I prefer with something that's a little bit more smoother. And Andis has both of those in 2 different machines. So that's why I say that. And I cut like all different hair textures. Like all different hair textures. So yeah. Yep. I keep the same blade on. I did not change them at all. The Phenom blade it is what it is. The XO, the M Force, I keep that as is. And the Sabres, yeah. What'd you say? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So Buster, have you tried a new slimline? I have a version of it. I have not tried the newest upgrade version of it. So, but it performs like a slimline. It's a slimline. Like it's just better. I say motor, battery, updated like components of it. You know, USB-C and all that jazz, charging dock. That's all it really is to me that I know for so far. Blade's basically the same. So yeah. But I think Woodshed might have a video on it. So check that out. But look, y'all, I do gotta go. Are you a high vis still goated? When it comes to lineups, yeah. It's still number 1 for lineups. There's one right behind that, but we'll talk about that another day. The high vis is still number 1 for lineups, hands down. Yep. What's your favorite haircut to do? Ball mid fade. A taper fade. I'll say a taper fade. like fade it all the way around and then do the taper on the sides. That's probably my favorite one to do. But look, I gotta get going, y'all. I haven't I have a meeting after this. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to Keep It Concise podcast. Y'all, I pray that y'all got something for this. For real, for real. And I appreciate y'all always coming on. So salute to y'all. Y'all have a great week. Remember, passion in business. Treat your chair like a business. Treat you as a business. Your name is a brand. Treat it as a business. And watch how far you go, man. Love y'all. God bless. Y'all take it easy.